Hello, I am Melanie, and welcome to my channel, Melanie's Universal Insight. Today is the Lionsgate portal. So wherever you are in the world, your time zone, it's different for all of us, but I already went through the 8:08 a.m. one, and all of a sudden I started to feel the need to get outside. So I went for a walk, and I tried to open myself up to channel information so I could come back and write down what I was picking up, like being outside, like in the energy underneath the sky and the solar system and where all of this takes place in the universe. And then I came in, I have work to do for personal readings, a whole stack of them, and this video, which I feel is important. So 6 years today, I had a very traumatic experience. I don't really want to put a label on this experience, but it was a relationship that ended after 13 years, and the person walked out the door on this day. And I knew it was an important day, and I feel it was done spitefully. And this is the first time in the 6 years that I feel free. I'm like, it took 6 years to feel free from being held under like a negative energy. So even though that negative energy may be away from you, it still affects you in so many ways. And I mean, I'm an open book, so so I don't really talk about my personal life. So I had a death in the family early in the year and some other experiences going on all at the same time. And I came out of, I feel I went through some sort of awakening or shift, and this life-changing experience of someone passing close to me that I was there for in the last hours, it like changed me. Long story short, all of this, raised my cortisol, and I'm sure I wasn't eating the best, because then I was taking care of someone in my family, and I worked so hard to release weight, and I just for myself, for my health, like to feel good, not to be like the best looking person in the world. That's not how I think. It just to feel good, and just to be good, feel good within myself, my own inner happiness. Okay, so long story short, put on some weight, and I went for a walk to my mother's, and I had on some outfit, and I said to her, I feel really good, and I know I gained weight, but I don't really care what people think or how they're gonna look at me. I'm 53 years old, and I had on like a cool kind of outfit. It felt cool. I had like slices in my leggings, and I cut up a concert t-shirt and out of my fanny pack. And I said, I feel really comfortable. Like if I wouldn't, I don't care if someone looks at me. Like I feel fine, even though I want to. Obviously, I was working out and I was walking because I want to get back to where I was before my experience with my family and shifts in life, whatnot, whatever. But then I was like, and then I had this horrible thought, like, if I saw that person who walked out on me, I feel like there would be so much judgment. But then if I saw another person like that just knew me, they wouldn't even care. They'd be like, oh my God, hey, how you doing? Give me a hug. They wouldn't be like, oh my God, look at her. She gained weight. Like, okay, like, get over yourself. Like, it's my body. And I'm like, I am not going to let somebody make me stop my life because I'm worried about what this person thinks. Like, no. And neither should you guys. I do have notes. I have some cards. I have some new cards, and they open me up intuitively. So I want to use those, and I have another deck that I'm just connecting to, and I have two energy oracles. Ironically, I have two, and then I have an extra tarot deck, which I might not use, but it's over there. And then I have my letters and all of that stuff that I want to incorporate. So let's go through these notes. Then I'll say my mantra, and then we'll start in the open energy of the Lion's Gate. I do have some solid things I like to express, and then I like to just do the openness of us all as a collective with the pick card A, B, C. I like doing that for you guys because you can kind of go more in. Okay, so I woke up twice last night, weirdly, and I looked out the window and someone had their TV on at like 2 a.m. and it was like literally like it was going through like every color of the chakra. It looked like it was like a rainbow that kept going. I'm like, okay, I don't know what they're watching or if they're even up. I laid back down, and then all of a sudden I wake up at like 4 or something, and I'm like, what's happening? Who turned off the air conditioner? Why is my fan not working? So the power went out. So I like kind of like woke up with no electric, and I like looked at it. It came back pretty quick, and I'm very grateful. But I looked at it like a reset. It was a message from Spirit that this Lion's Gate, and I didn't do a lot of astrology research on it. So this is all my channeling of my expression, of my intuition, of what I feel this Lion's Gate is bringing in. I just know it's a powerful one. I think it adds up to 8. So the number, 8 it adds up to it. And I know from some research that this is a very powerful one. And you could look up more on what the Lion Gates energy gives us. And it does go longer than today, and it did start a few days ago. So it's like within, I think, 5 or 6 days, you're in the energy of it. So you didn't miss anything. But the power was like a reset. And I felt a reset. Energy reset, like a new cycle. And then I wrote, fall into the shifts of your, and I meant to put life, but I wrote light. So fall into the shifts of your light. That's your life. We live in the light, energy. We live in energy reset, new cycle. So today is the opportunity for us to start a new cycle. Whatever we're manifesting or already focusing on, it today just adds more power. So we're at a turning point to shape our life path. Because we're on a life path. And we're at a turning point to shape it, to create it. We need to enjoy the good. And any bad that happens in our life, whatever you want to look at as a bad thing, it will pass. And the bad will then be in the past, and the good will be in the past, because we're future focused. That's my big word as a psychic, future focus energy. And that was validation, hearing that little bell. Fate is what makes relationships of all kinds. It's fate. Every relationship in our life is fate. Even our parents getting pregnant and giving birth to us is fate. It's like we were fated to them. So every relationship is a form of fate in some way, especially the important relationships, the strong relationships. Today is just new. Money. Today is a day of abundance, and it's known for like bringing money in. Envision a money tree in your yard. Envision luxuries, like in a very humble way. Like what would make you feel abundant? And everyone has the right to want what they want. We have to be open to change because we're in an energy reset, in a new cycle, so therefore there's change. We need to go with the flow of focused intention each day. And even if like we mess up our like thoughts or our flow, just the next day just jump right back on. Like it's like okay, I messed up. Like if you're on a diet and you mess up, just don't keep the negative. Like say, okay, I did that, and then go for the walk in the morning and eat better. And it's one day you messed up. Don't say, oh, I messed up, I'll just keep messing up, because that's sometimes what happens. So if we mess up, we can fix it. Okay, so I pulled 3 cards from a new deck. They're very interesting. So inspiration means swords, and materials mean pentacles. And I'd like you to focus on card A, B, or C and ask yourself some sort of question, some insight you may want. You can focus on one card. You can focus on all 3 cards and ask 3 different questions and pick 3 different cards. Or you can just listen to all 3 cards and use all of them to come up with some form of insight. And if it resonates, that's great. If it doesn't, just move on from it. And thank you for listening. So I'm going to start that. But first, I'd like to say my mantra. I open myself as a channel for the quiet voice of spirit to rise and speak for whoever finds this message at the right moment. I enter this space with clear intentions, allowing only truth, clarity, and positive energy to flow through my words. I am grounded, protected, and guided through spirit. Anything not aligned with the highest good is turned away. I trust my intuition, anchored in the knowing that what comes through is meant to uplift, support, and bring insight from the universal spirit. Take what resonates and learn from the rest. Okay, so I'd like you to focus, pick card A, B, or C. Do that now. I'm going to go right into it. So card A is it's Queen of Pentacles, but in this deck it's called Queen of Materials. And this is like, do you realize your power? Do you realize the abundance around you? You have to really put yourself in a position, look at all the greatness that you've done in your life. Because you're strong. And you have the opportunity to right now to create a life that you desire. Okay, so card B is 9 of materials, which is 9 of pentacles. But this is like the tools that the Queen of Materials used. And the Queen of Materials, card A, is future focused. And there's unconditional love, and there's like earth energy that's so, the soil is so fertile and ready. And the 9 of materials is everything you need is there. Like, look around. Whatever it is you're trying to create, you have the toolbox. You're self-made wealth. You have the ability to make your own money however you choose. And then we get the 6 of inspiration, and I immediately got like luxury. Like you need some luxury, something. I mean, it could be simple luxury, but you deserve like to feel pampered in some way. And I see success coming from your inspiration. Step into your ideas for success. Like, do it. The ideas are all there. All the guides are singing them to you. They're all there. The star is shining. All the moon phases are getting you through. The universe is there to listen. Inspiration is swords. Like, it's all there in your mind. Like manifesting through the mind. You have this ability, and through visuals, and it's all there for you. And I pick up this Syrian energy, if any of you understand what that means. It's like it's a little out there, but it's Syrian energy in the universe. It's a group of entity-like energy. It's all there. And there's balance, and all your ideas are just like they're just waiting. Even just like ideas in the home, like ideas, just all types of ideas to make you happy. You're like, oh, if I did this, I would love that, and maybe I need to do that, or maybe I need to just like, or I want to dress like this, and I want to feel like that, and I want to make a change and do this. Like, there's just everything you want in your mind is being offered to you. I just had to be outside today, so I don't know about you guys if you felt that and that desire. And it was hot. It was so hot out. I was so nervous. I'm like, I better drink tons of water. I watched this funny video, and someone was like, drink water if you go outside. It'll suck it out of you. It was this funny guy who likes to do like thrash metal singing to like everyday things. I find it funny. Okay, so that's that. Oh, okay. Sorry for the loud. This room has so many echoes, and you probably hear the fan, and you hear probably. Let me take off my slippers because I keep shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Okay, so I want to pull some cards. What does the universe want us to know? What does spirit want us to know about this Lionsgate energy? Now, just remember at 8:08 tonight, we go through it again. I don't know where you are in the world. And if you find this message other than the Lionsgate and you want to listen to it, there's still messages. there's always messages. Okay, I see we need balance. It's so important that we move forward with balance. We all need balance. It will help us all tremendously. So if you have a lot of things going on in your life, try not to do everything all at once. The scales are not weighing even. So we need to really focus on balance. And we need to focus on our emotions, because if we can find a way to have more balanced emotions, things in our life will flow so much easier. We need to balance our finances. We need to save. This portal, the number 8, it represents abundance, and it's time to save and, spend your money wisely. But I see it coming through all the moon cycles, like manifest abundance through the moon. Do not tell people your ideas. There is a lot of negativity out there. There is jealousy that is so energetically disturbing. It's there. And the jealous energy, it's like it links to you. Like, if you feel you're around jealous people, you have to remove yourself somehow. You have to. You have to find a way. If you still have to be around the person, then you have to find a way to put up like a wall of protection. Crystals work very well in those situations. Just find a crystal that will help your situation. Boom, put it in the pocket. Black kyanite, that one's great. That's a great one for removing negativity. So is fire agate. That is a good one in its raw form or polished, but raw crystals are very powerful. And I mean, so are polished. They're put through a process, so they gain strength. So whatever you choose, and as long as it can fit in your pocket or wherever. Or if you wear jewelry that's crystals, that's powerful too. But that will protect you from this negative energy. It's like you don't want to be connected to any negativity. You don't want anybody ruining your idea. So if whenever you tell so-and-so, like, oh, I have no idea. And then they'll be like, oh, I'm just making this up. They'll be like, are you sure? And then they'll like put the kibosh on it. And you're like, what? Like, I wish I never told them. And then you feel like bad about your idea. And then, or you may make decisions because of someone else's disapproval. It's not about someone else's disapproval. You're grown. It's your approval. It's your life. It's not someone else's life to make a choice for you. So we have this portal that we can walk into, and we can walk toward abundance, and we can walk toward creating our own inner happiness, our own inner strength. And I see so much financial growth, especially by the upcoming spring. So from now until spring, do the work in silence. Enjoy the silence. Break the violence. That song's meant to be in the reading. I am very big on music, and there's always messages in music. Okay, so let's pull some oracles to end this. What does the universe want us to know about today's Lion Gate? What energy wants to come through for us? Growth, future focus, trust the steps, to grow your abundance. And what is abundance to you? Because I see it's freedom. It's freedom. It's inner liberation, not needing to depend on someone else. And I see we need to have compassion for others. Unconditional love is something many of us are lacking. So if you can give someone unconditional love, or you can open yourself up to some sort of unconditional love, it will be so much more magical, and your abundance will come in so much faster through the heart chakra, because it's green. And what is abundance? What is money? We look at it as green. If you did a money candle, it would be green, most likely. I mean, sometimes you could do a road opener, which would be orange. So if what I just said means anything to you witchy folk, and I see universal wisdom coming in, so open yourself up to the universe. That's why I call myself Melanie's Universal Insight, because my main focus is channeling messages from the universe. And the universe wants to give you guys guidance. Okay, so I have one more deck. I'm just going to pull 3. If you want, you can pick A, B, C with this energy deck. But I just want to pull 3 and see what we get in somewhat of a story. So our world is changing. We're going through cycles, and there's a lot of unknown energy. I feel we're meant to have unknown energy to focus on the present. Even though we do have future focus energy when it comes to changing our desired realities, manifesting future focus. What do we want in the future? How do we live in that energy? That's different. But we need to be in the moment, go through the cycles. We need to find community that it could just be 2 friends, but that community needs to understand you, uplift you, inspire you, and you need to feel trust. And I see that our second chakra, our sacral chakra, that's where a lot of our emotions are stored. So we need to focus on our emotions. It's the color orange. So bring more orange foods into your life, more orange colors. I mean, you don't even have to, it could just be an orange pillow or a keychain or anything, an orange crystal. And focus on that second chakra. If for those of you who focus on Reiki or chakras, I'm just feeling like let's work on the second chakra for the next 3 months. That's what universe is telling me. Thank you for still being here. If today's messages resonated, please subscribe, like this video, and share this video with others who may align with the messages. But liking the video would mean a lot to me. It would help the algorithm for me, and we could build a community. If you're interested in a private reading, you can find my links in the below description or on my profile page here on YouTube. Until the next reading, many blessings, and have a great evening, morning, afternoon, whenever. Have a good day. Bye.